Hello, I'm Beverly from the Midland Public Library, and today on Know Your Local Species, we are going to talk about opossums. Every spring, new life is born into the world. Trees bud, flowers blossom, and baby animals are abundant. With a little luck, you'll be able to see some of these critters when you're out walking around. Opossums, these misunderstood marsupials, clean up our yards and even help fight Lyme disease. Nothing prepares you for an opossum. They have a face only a mother could love. Really, they are such weird-looking animals. But as all animals, they have a part in our society. They're nature's cleanup crew. You may seldom see them, but they've been quietly crossing our borders and taking up residence in our backyard for years. These white-faced, naked-tailed, beady-eyed, these creatures might be mistaken for a very large rat. The opossum is a Canadian newcomer. The opossum, commonly called a possum in North America, though the term technically refers to marsupial native to Australia, is a helpful addition to habitats across southern Ontario and Quebec. It's even reaching parts of BC Fraser Valley. And I think they're in our areas now too. With their long snouts and beady eyes, they are not traditionally cute, but they're super weird. They have naked round ears and a long rat-like tail, which aids in climbing. No wonder they're often mistaken for rats of its unusual size. But that's where the similarities between the opossum and the rodent ends. As marsupials, opossums can carry up to 13 babies in their pouch. When the joeys grow too big to fit, they cling to the mama's back as she ambles along. Opossums also have an opposable thumb on their hind feet, which furthers aid for climbing and foraging. It's safe to say that opossums are misunderstood here in Canada, offer benefits that our urban raccoons don't. They can digest almost anything, including dead animal bones, and in doing so, they help remove dangerous pathogens from the environment. They also eat about 5,000 ticks per opossum. They eat anything, but they don't get sick. Opossums show immunity to numerous types of snake venom, and their blood could hold the key to fighting snake bites around the world. But closer to home, it's their food preference that sets them apart. In addition to feasting on carcasses and waste, opossums will catch and eat cockroaches, mice, rats on their nightly prowls. Their appetite for slugs, snails, toads, and even snakes help keep most gardens pest-free, and while they may take the odd sampling of fresh fruit or vegetables, they often prefer plant material that is started to rot. They aren't a nuisance. The opossum is possibly the most harmless, helpful urban creature of them all. They don't chew or dig. They typically don't break into your attic. Instead, they use dens of other animals. The opossum is having a hard time in the Canadian winter. Sadly, during particular cold periods, they often end up perished or dead. Their naked tails, ears, and paws are susceptible to the cold and prone to frostbite. They rarely come out if it's minus 15 or below. It can take a few hours for frostbite to develop, but we won't see the animal suffering until they are in the worst shape. By the time someone might actually notice an opossum with injuries, the problem has likely become more serious. Opossums don't normally hang out in open areas where they can be seen. If you notice one sitting out in the open for a long period of time, it's likely in trouble. To be opossum friendly during winter is not evicting them. If they found a warm spot, consider leaving them until spring. They don't chew on anything or cause damage, and in the spring they'll move out on their own. Another way to be considerate to opossums who might appear to be in your yard in any season, be aware of what your pet is doing. Since they play dead, opossums don't do well when it comes to predators. So if you're lucky enough to find one in your yard, be sure to thank the beady-eyed marsupial that will gladly clean up for you for free. I hope you have enjoyed this Know Your Local Species.